Well, Cam was actually, in many ways, the hero of the season finale because she was...
Hello! Thank you!
She was the only one who didn't do what was expected.
Exactly, but, you know, upon first blush, it kind of looked like Cam was the one a-hole of the episode, and it was so nice that you sort of realized, no. She's actually trying to make sure we stay in the game, and if there's any hope of saving Brennan, it's because we stay in the game, not because we all get kicked off the case. So it was nice to sort of be the linchpin.
Yeah.
Finally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you talked with Hart and Steven about what that will mean for Cam going into season 8?
Yeah. They said it might be a little rough. It might be a little rough first couple episodes because, you know, I don't know if Angela still entirely understands why I made the choice that I made, but it'll bear itself out, and I think everybody will understand.
And will Cam feel guilt with Brennan going on the run for all these months?
Probably. But, you know, I think when you know that there's only one way, when you feel like there's only one way to save your pal, you know, and Cam is very, very emotional about this by the book thing. Like, the only way that we can stay on this case is if we are absolutely precise. If we're not precise, we are all lost. None of us will be able to testify. None of us will be on the case, and our friend will be lost. So she's like, you know, I don't know. I'm sure she feels bad for Brennan and the baby, but is like driven to save them.
Yeah. Is there any concern now that she will become a target because she was the one person to not do what was expected of her?
I would assume that probably our little friend is not going to like her too much because she is the one thing standing between him and getting Brennan.
She's his wild card. It's not a good thing.
Mm-mm.
We need to keep you away from all the explosions, all the
yes,
poisons.
No more poisons, please.
I think you've gone through that. Shouldn't you be over that by now?
Exactly.
This guy is just creepy.
I think he's the creepiest one so far. I don't like him at all.
Which is not good.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What about Cam's love life?
Apparently that's going to change
I
too.
know.
There's a little surprise in the hopper. I don't know what it is, but I think Cam's going to be dating.
But someone new, I guess, because
someone brand new.
Which is sad. I mean, or good.
Yeah, we loved Elon. He was so much fun. But, you know, I think it gets harder to have relationships outside the lab.
Yeah, it was.
It just gets harder and harder because what does that mean? That means we've got to go on location. We've got to create, you know, a place where that happens.
Right.
And it means you don't see the guy often.
Right.
If he's not in the lab somehow. So we don't know whether he'll work in the lab. We don't know whether he'll be an FBI. He's going to have to be somewhere in the mix.
I was going to say, there are very few men left in the lab who are single.
Exactly.
So if fans were to start going through the process of elimination.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I suspect that they'll bring in some new mystery dude.
You know, Booth has a bunch of FBI agents
there
working
you go.
there.
There you go.
They'll be the new Booth and Brennan 2.0, basically.
There you go. Exactly.
It'll be a little awkward if he's too close with Booth, considering her past relationship with Booth.
Yeah.
There's kind of got to be a little bit of boundaries.
A little incestuous.
It's the lab. I mean, Angela had her relationship with Wendell.
Oh, it's true, and we just kind of forget about that. And Cam slept with Angela's husband, and I slept with Booth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone sleeps with everybody there.
It's like the hospitals, you know, on TV, where everyone just sleeps with everyone. You're like, you can work together.
But we keep, I like to think we keep it a little more classy. We keep it classier.
There's no hooking up in on-call rooms, so that's always
Exactly.
We keep it out of work.
We're a cut above.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it's crossed your mind really, but I know that Carla Kettner left the show, and she had really written a lot of. She loved her episodes. She loved Cam, and she wrote a lot of the best Cam moments.
She did.
So, have you talked with the writers, or had any discussions about what that will mean for Cam, her absence?
I think that I'm due for a good sit down with Steven and Hart again at the beginning of the season to find out what that looks like. Also, one of my other favorite writers in the world is gone too. So it's not only Carla, but my pal, Corrine Rosenthal.
Yeah, who's done a lot of great episodes of the show.
Oh my God, her between she and Carla, they wrote some of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
So it's you know, hopefully they'll bring on some new and interesting ladies.
There's new female writers.
Good. Okay,
yes.
That's good. Yeah, because we definitely need that balance in the writers' room for sure.
I mean, some girls need to have.
Yeah, well, especially considering we've got so many babies and women issues and things. There's got to be women in there writing for women. So.
Yeah, I mean, the babies have. It's interesting to see how the show has changed. If you look at this past season versus say season 3 or 2 or even 5, it just the focus has shifted so much, and it's fascinating to see how the show has evolved.
Oh yeah, it's bizarre. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes next, for sure.